Hello and welcome everybody to this amazing and educational lunch on hour, which is brought to you by Family Partners of Maurice in Sussex County. This is your host, Patricia Houston, and today is joining us from Family Partners of Maurice in Sussex Counties, CFSP and NHA Certified Trainer, Gina Winter. Welcome, Gina.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here with us, Gina. So Gina, tell us a little bit about yourself, because I know that you are an FSP and you are also an NHA certified trainer. So we would like to know about a little bit about yourself.
So yes, I work for Family Partners of Morris and Sussex County as a family support partner, and I am certified in Nurtured Heart Approach. I have 3 kids of my own, and that's it, really.
And that's why we are doing this, because we want families and providers to see that an FSP and also a NHA certified trainer, just another person, that can relate to your family's needs. So this is the reason we are doing this. So Gina, let's talk about a little bit, what is NHA?
So the Nurtured Heart Approach was created by Howard Glasser, and it's basically a set of strategies for helping children and adults to use their intensity and energy for success and to help awaken them to the great people they really are.
Wonderful. And I know that you mentioned it for children and adults, but really, who can benefit from it?
So the Nurtured Heart Approach was created for working with challenging children, but it does work for everybody.
Awesome. So we can use or apply the technique with, spouses, family members, neighbors, school, children, adults, everybody, right?
Yes, Nurtured Heart can literally be used with anybody. I always suggest starting with yourself to get familiar with it and then passing it on to others.
Thank you. So let's go over the main 3 core concepts about NHA. Absolutely no, absolutely yes, and absolutely clear.
So the 3 stands of Nurtured Heart are no, yes, and clear, and they all work together, but it's important to get the first one down and really understand it before going to the next 2. Absolutely no is really just saying no to energizing negativity. And the best way to practice that is really starting with yourself. Whenever you're in a situation where something is bringing up negative feelings, it could be sitting in traffic or waiting online or somebody annoys you, instead of feeding that with your own negativity and getting upset about what's happening, is really just recognizing your own triggers, staying present in the moment and saying, no, I'm not going to add to this negativity.
Right.
So in practice if you're using it and with your children, with your classroom, with your spouse, it's really just when somebody else is caught up in a moment of negative behavior, children in particular, instead of adding to that and being negative along with them, you want to pause the flow of energy, not give into the negativity, and then revisit the situation when everybody has calmed down, which is where absolutely yes comes in. Once you have established where you're not giving your energy anymore, now you're going to establish where you are giving your energy. So absolutely yes is that you are always going to energize positivity. So we're not giving into negativity. Now we're changing the flow to give all of the energy to positivity. So when something is going right, it's really recognizing in the moment that this is a good thing is happening. Or if your child is doing something that you asked them to, or that you didn't ask them to and just took it upon themselves to do something, it's recognizing this is a good thing and telling them, I see you doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm so proud of you.
Wonderful. That's great. And so, and basically, in which situation would you use absolutely clear?
So once you have established where you're not giving into negativity and you are giving into positivity, now is the time to establish new rules and boundaries. So that is absolutely clear. And when we say absolutely clear, it's not just telling somebody, I want you to be good. It's establishing what good is. So it's setting up new rules of, I want you to be respectful. And by saying what respectful is, being absolutely clear. I want you to use respectful language. I want you to clean up after yourself. When kids, adults, when they're clear about what the rules are, they're easier to follow for everybody.
Right. That's good. Wonderful. And why do you think NHA is about transformation instead of changing children or adult or whoever you want to play with? So why do you think is that?
So regular or typical parenting methods aim to change a certain behavior, but changing a behavior is really just superficial. It's on the surface what you see. NHA works to transform how the person sees themselves, and then the behavior will change with them.
Wonderful. So basically, let's say like, I just want to, for instance, let's say like I'm learning NHA. How long does it take for us to see transformation when we start implementing NHA with our children, our spouses, or whoever you want to implement NHA with?
So that is always everybody's favorite question, is how long is this going to take to work? And I tell everybody it is the same as a diet opposed to a healthy lifestyle, that it's not just one change that you're going to see magic overnight. It's something that you have to be consistent with. And the change comes about over time. And I promise you, if you start to use NHA with yourself and really just stand firm in not giving energy to negativity, you will see the change within yourself. And then it's easier to see how it changes other situations. So it doesn't happen overnight, and you do need to be consistent, but change does happen. It just, you have to be patient and stay consistent.
So in other words, baby steps, right?
Yes, baby steps.
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I'm asking that question because I want to make sure, let's say like, especially, let's say like if someone is taking an overview about NHA and they don't see any changes like in a week. So like that, I know that at least it takes a little while for everything to fall in place, right?
Absolutely. I mean, even more negative behaviors take a long time to establish that, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen overnight. So as long as you've been doing a certain behavior, that's also as long as it's going to take to undo it also.
Yeah, that's good to clarify that. Thank you, Gina. So let's discuss a little bit about the whole concept of inner wealth.
So inner wealth really is the goal of nurtured heart. And the way I like to think of inner wealth is that children in particular, because they're still building their inner wealth, to look at their inner wealth as a bank account. Every time we say something nice to them, we give them praise for something in a genuine way, we're making a deposit. We're filling their account with inner wealth. And every time we say something negative to them or criticize, we're making an inner wealth deficit. We're taking away from how they feel about themselves. So what we really want to do is build them up so that they feel good about themselves and they don't want to continue with any sort of negative behavior.
Right. Let's touch basic in relation to resetting. So how can we reset when something is not working?
So resetting takes practice, as does everything else. And resetting is basically an invitation to yourself or to the child or to whoever is caught up in whatever is going on, to just say, I need to take a step away. And as adults, we're better at resetting. Children really need a little more help. You know yourself, going for a walk helps me feel better, taking a deep breath, going outside, walking away. So it's really just establishing the practice of when you feel triggered by negativity to bring yourself back to the moment, what's happening, be mindful and take a break and really just reset.
Great, great, awesome. And I just want to clarify today is just an overview about what NHA is. So let's go over, let's say like if someone would like more information about NHA, where they can find that information.
The Nurtured Heart Institute. I'm gonna put the website in the chat. It is www.nurturedheartinstitute.com. They can find everything that they need to know there about taking additional classes, workshops, books, things like that. They can also visit Family Partners website to see when we're having our workshops and trainings.
Yes, and I also want to clarify the contact information in the website is right there in the chat. Family Partners of Maurice and Sussex counties. And right now we have NHA training twice a month. So if you go to the event calendar, you're gonna see all the NHA trainings available through Family Partners. So you just have to go there and those trainings are already there. Gina, tell us please a little bit, like your final thoughts in relation to NHA.
I encourage everybody to read about it, take a workshop, take an overview. I think it really is just a better way of communicating. And I do believe that if everybody had the tools to use it, that is how they would want to communicate with each other, that we want to build each other up. We want to build our kids up. We want everybody to feel good about themselves and build everybody's inner wealth. So that is my takeaway. Nurtured Heart is really just an approach really to nurture the hearts of everybody.
Great, great. And also it's something that can help with positive communication skills. So, this is another tool that you can utilize to communicate better with your family, your children, and people that that you surround yourself. So yeah, I think it's a great idea. Well, Gina, thank you very much for doing this presentation for us. I know a lot of families and providers are going to benefit from this information. And like I said, the contact information for Family Partners and also the NHA Institute, all that contact information will be right below the video. And if you want more information, you can also contact the Family Partners and we kind of provide you the information what you need to do next. Because today is just an overview for families and providers to have an idea, what NHA is about, but you guys can take it further. I also want to thank everybody joining this call. We are going to allow time for Q&A, so I'm going to turn off the recorder. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. And I will see you next Thursday. Thank you very much. And now it's time for Q&A. Thank you.
Thank you.